Yes, guys, there is a Mission Impossible that is not as critically acclaimed, and I gotta say, I do agree with the critics on this one. So let's get into what's not that bad about Mission Impossible 2. People don't really like this movie in general. I mean, it got a 57% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I'm like, okay, that's like barely bad. That's barely rotten. I felt like the movie itself was fun for the time, and just so you know, I set out to prove the haters wrong. But everyone proved me right. I was the one proven wrong, because it wasn't the Mission Impossible that you love. You kind of watch it for the love of the series and nothing else. But I will still mention some awesome things that happened in this movie. First thing being the masks. I mean, Mission Impossible is heavy. Like super heavy in its use of masks, and I'm still here for it. It was actually really good the way that they used the masks, and it set it up for the rest of the franchise as well. I mean, especially the first one being that, but the second one also was no exception. I mean, they have two great reveals in this movie with the masks. The first was the beginning, where they really set up for a subpar villain. His name was like Sean Ambrose, like Sean with an S-E-A-N. Sounds like a subpar villain too. I do know a guy named Sean, and I love him to death. So Sean, if you're watching this, I still love you, even though your name is S-E-A-N. Anyways, he's actually dressed up as Ethan Hunt, which is Tom Cruise's character, and you just think it's him this whole time, but it's not. Literally, you start suspecting him in the beginning of the movie. You're just like, this seems like a really suspicious Ethan Hunt. Like, you're like confused as to why he's acting weird, and it's like, boom, reveal. It's actually not him, it's actually the villain. And then the second reveal was the coolest one, because it was actually Ethan using his own face to put it on someone else. And he's doing it for like Sean Ambrose, Sean's like right-hand man. And so Ethan puts his face on, like, cause he had knocked him out while they were fighting, and he actually puts on like the other guy's face. And so literally Ethan Hunt is actually dragging the bad guy to Sean, and Sean actually shoots the guy who looks like Ethan Hunt, but is actually his right-hand man. Really confusing plot point as I'm explaining it, but it is awesome. And the second thing is, you still have the awesome stunts, just to a lesser degree, but still great. Especially that first one where Ethan is solo rock climbing some canyon in Dead Horse Point in Utah. Only reason I know that is because I've been there. It's actually, fun fact, that's where my wife and I took our wedding photos. And the cool motorcycle stunt where Ethan burns rubber to like lower the visibility for the bad guys behind him who are actually chasing him. This is near to the end of the movie, and he lures them out in like open road, where they're like, oh, like, where'd he go? They just look over to their right and they see a truck. They're like, oh, they're about to get hit by a truck. That was really cool, because I didn't know Tom Cruise would actually really know how to do that. But now I'm not as surprised, because he just knows how to do everything. I mean, in the trailer for the 8th movie, he's literally climbing a plane, which he already did, but now he's just like spider monkeying around this plane. The movie itself didn't feel impossible. Like, the mission didn't feel impossible, but it was still a Mission Impossible movie because of the action and the masks. It felt very 2000s with the music, the shots, the B-roll, the weird slow motion action sequences. And I can definitely see why it's the lowest rated series, or lowest rated movie in the series. I mean, at 57%. And it's actually the only, it's the only Mission Impossible movie that is rated rotten, that is considered rotten, according to Rotten Tomatoes. Still good, not great, but definitely the worst Mission Impossible.